What's up everybody, welcome back to channel CodeX. I'm your host Afzal, and today's live stream we're gonna hang out, we're gonna say hi to each other, and basically I wanted to understand more about my viewers, who's watching me, from which location they're watching, and more sort of like community live stream. So let's see who's in the chat box. Hello Lawrence, how are you doing? Welcome to live stream. Sri Sharan in the house, thank you so much for joining. Hello Subhash, hello Xsoft Original, hello Robin, how are you doing? So let me tell you the background. Initially I thought I will do this live stream on Sunday, but because this camera at the last moment when everything was set up, somehow it went off and it was not connecting to the device, like my laptop, and I tried for a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then I decided, okay, let's just postpone it for tomorrow. So I hope this is a good time. You guys are doing great. Let me know in the comment section from where you guys are joining, or whether you are joining for the first time or you are being a continuous viewer of the channel CodeX. So we can start right after that. All right. Kelvin Jordan in the house, thank you so much for joining from Indonesia. RHR, a big fan of CodeX. Thank you so much guys, a big round of applause for you guys. And for some reason today my shortcut also not working, so in between I'll be giving you the clap by this means. Thank you so much. All right, so the people who have joined right now, let me just inform you that this live stream we're gonna just hang out, we're just gonna understand each other, what I do on CodeX, what you can expect from CodeX, and you guys can also share what projects you're working, what challenges you're facing, which technology you're using, and like before Flutter what you were doing. So all those kind of stuff as to understand as a better community, like to come up with a better community for development. So yeah, this is all about today's live stream. Okay, so Gatewitch Okolo, thank you so much for joining the live stream from Kenya. Thank you so much. Altaf Chaudhry, welcome to live stream. Okay, so we have Robin Singh, Robin Hood Pandey from Madhya Pradesh, India. Thank you so much for joining. CodeX is equal to GetX RHR. Yes, I created few videos on GetX, and from then, like, my channel is well known for GetX tutorials, but it is just one of the other tutorial. I have covered the block pattern, I have covered the provider, so you will find all the state management and of course set state. You will find all those items there. All right, this nice screen is still there on the clapping. Okay, let me switch to live cam. Perfect. What do you think about Flutter iOS jank issue? Yes, this is something. Yeah, let me just read out the comment one more time. So the Claire is asking, what is my take on iOS jank issue? And this is something which Flutter team is also aware, and this happened because of the movement from OpenGL to the Metal platform. Now iOS have shifted their architecture. Basically, instead of OpenGL, they are using now Metal, and Flutter is having a little bit hard time to cope up with that, to come up with a solution, proper solution, so that there's no jankiness. So really soon they're gonna fix that problem. That is, I'm hoping for that. Let's see. Okay, from Android transition to Flutter. So Gatwage Akobo, if Akobo, I'll say Akobo, it's easy to pronounce. He is joining in the live stream, and he says that he have switched from Android to Flutter. Great transition, and you can do both as well, so there's nothing wrong in that. Flutter doesn't require you to move something out of the other platform, but yeah, a good transition. Atul in the house, thank you so much for joining. Is there any way to trigger Flutter app from Google Assistant? Of course, Google Assistant is a part of the native platform. So if you have integrated in your Android, Android part, that Google Assistant thing, it can trigger your Flutter application. And basically, if you talk, more like to clear the picture more better, Flutter is just one UI package, okay, your logic and everything that goes inside your APK, and APK runs on your native Android system. So whatever you can do inside Android or iOS, if you're working on iOS, Same thing you can do in Flutter as well. So for the UI part, for the layout part, you can use Flutter, and if you want any native native feature, you can go ahead and do that in native platform. So either you say Google Assistant, either you say iOS Siri Kit, everything is doable in their own language. Like you can develop something, the part of the application in Swift, part of the application in Kotlin, and rest of the application in Flutter Dart. I hope that makes sense. So Altaf Chaudhary says, which state management package are you using mostly in app development? So Altaf, I use CodeX most of the time possible, but for some of the project which they have specific requirement, the client says that they want provider or they want blog, so I go ahead and choose their preference. But personally, if I'm doing something, I'm creating something, maybe prototype application, or maybe just to experiment something, I use CodeX always, because that's very easy. And coming from the .NET development world where everything is like MVC or MVVM architecture, you have controllers separately, and the way it works, like the kind of a binding, it's not binding of course, but kind of a binding, it works, and that's really helpful for coming from the .NET community. It really helps me out. Okay, this Claire is asking, do you use Cupertino widgets or you just go with the material widgets? I'm a big fan of Cupertino design, but at the same time, if you talk in general, material theme goes really well on both the platforms. So this is my take. You can consider it as my opinion. Material theme works on Android perfectly fine because that is native, like designed by Google, and it works on Android. But the same material theme looks totally fine and very minimalistic on iOS as well. On the other hand, if you try to bring that Cupertino look and feel inside Android, it doesn't really look that great. So that is the reason material works on all the platform perfectly fine. So yeah, I use material all the time. MD Abules, thank you so much first of all for joining, and I'm sorry that I missed your question. Let me go ahead on top and find out your question. Can you discuss a little bit about Rive, how to export animation from it? So Abules, I have created a couple of tutorials on Rive, including how to create animation, including how to export things, how to bring inside Flutter, how to use their package, everything. And the matter of fact that Rive has changed over the time. Rive has changed over the time. Previously it was Flare, then it became Rive, and now it's Rive 2.0. Okay, so time to time their package also changed. Now you cannot use the old package, you have to use the latest version of Rive which supports their Rive animation, because previously it was Flare, now it says RIV. So to use that, you have to use that particular package. And to answer your question specifically, how to export them, it's very easy. Like they have the share button kind of thing where you can just click and download. So it's that simple. I don't feel any issue. You can check, go ahead and check my video on Rive 2.0. There you will find how I created everything, how I exported, how I added that file inside Flutter application, and how I changed the light and dark theme. All right. So I hope that answers your question. All right, guys, we are getting so many questions and a lot of viewers are there. It's a good time to have some clap for them. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this live stream. And now let me go ahead and take few questions really quick. Then we can discuss a lot of things which is happening currently, like the Flutter 2 movement. So we can have some discussion on that as well. And let me check the stream quality, and let me know in the feedback as well if you guys are liking the stream quality, the content which it shows, the way it is rendered. I'm just trying to experiment with the look and feel. I'm just trying to experiment to make it more better. And now I can notice that when I switch my stream, like when I switch my layout, the chat box is not updating. So this is something which I figured out just now. Anyways, I'll fix that in the next live stream. So let's go ahead and take few questions. All right, so Om Thakre, a big shout out to you. He is a regular viewer of channel CodeX. Thank you so much for joining. He is asking, how can we access local HTML and JavaScript separate file in Flutter Web View and to connect JavaScript with the Dart? To be honest, I have never done that, first of all, and I believe that it's doable. Of course, it's doable. If directly WebView doesn't support that, then you can use the native WebView, and of course there you can provide all sort of JavaScript, all sort of custom CSS and everything. So I hope that there's a package which supports providing the HTML and CSS and JavaScript inside the Flutter WebView itself. If it is not there, you can do with the help of Flutter channel. You can call the custom native part of the Android or iOS, whichever platform you're working. All right, so let's move to the next question. How to fetch large amount of data from REST API quickly, like that of 80,000 city names? Brother Vishwajit, thank you so much for asking this question. Let me clear that you can't do it quickly in terms of like, it's totally based on the network and the API call response time, right? What you can do is you can build something like the pagination mechanism or chunk or bytes you can download. So you can keep downloading the things, you can keep converting it, like showing a progress, something like that. If you that is you want to achieve, so you can just update the user with the progress until the complete data arrives. So instead of just showing circular progress for the long time, I will recommend you to go ahead and implement the chunk of bytes. Like as you are getting the bytes, you can update the user. So that's how you can make the user aware that it's gonna take this much of time. That is a good thing, but there's no way that you can make it fast. It has to be fast from the backend side, right? All right, something new for backend API. Jisung Nishan, backend API. See, I'm not a backend developer, but yes, I have been consuming APIs from last 5, 6, 7 years. So yeah, I have a lot of experience doing consumption, and while consumption, communicating with the backend team. So I have created one video for REST API. I would recommend you to go ahead and check that out. All right, so let's take another question. How to add read or scene feature in Flutter Firebase chat application? For that, you need a real-time database. That is the first thing I can think of. And you just have to keep listening to that particular variable. Whenever someone sends a chat or someone sends the message, you have to create that flag, and you have to keep listening. What is the status? You can create an enum for that, like multiple levels, 0, 1, 2, 3, and based on that you can show what is the current stated, delivered, read, or like delivered, read. These two status are there. Okay, so 40 Yash Raut is asking, thank you so much for joining live stream. First of all, have you tried stable web release? Share your review. Yes, I have tried stable web release, and first thing which I liked, because I'm not a web developer, that you will be saying that you're not a backend developer, you're not a web developer, then what you're doing? I'm a mobile developer, and I'm trying a lot of things around that. So basically, a couple of months back I created web application, and I saw the look and feel. It was good overall because I just wanted to create a PWA. I was not creating something full-fledged website, so it worked totally fine. And now when I see that web is in a stable release, so one thing I really liked about this migration, that I don't really have to create a new project, or I have to do something really hard to add web support. I can just say Flutter create dot, and it will add the web project. That is the most important thing. Like for me, I just really love that, how easily we can add a web support to our existing application. And now talking about the performance, yes, it worked fine for me, because again, I'm mentioning that I created a simple PWA where it is just a very minimalistic page which doesn't require really much animation, not a big list or something. So it worked fine for me. And of course we have to keep trying, because it just became stable, so we can expect like couple of months to be more stable. But also the matter of fact that Flutter team, they took a year to announce from beta to stable, so we can rely on that, hopefully. All right, so where are we in the comments? What about this look, guys? I want to know. I was just watching one YouTube video where they say that this lighting technique, that orange and blue light just works for the YouTube videos. So let me know your feedback. Okay, so we have so many questions today. Great. And I think I should be doing more live stream of such kind where I'm not teaching anything, rather than I'm speaking with you guys. I'm just like discussing something. We are asking questions to each other. So let me know in the comment section how you like this setup, the color scheme, or I should just stick to that normal white color, or this looks, for me, it gives, you know, that extra vibe of live stream, just like how the Twitch streamers do, just like how the other YouTubers do. So I'm just trying to, you know, experiment with that. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. Okay, we have another question from the Claire. The Claire is someone who is utilizing this live stream the most. I will recommend you go ahead and do a super chat as well. If you are really liking the live stream, you can support that if you want your name to be mentioned here. I think here or this way. Yeah, this way. And just increase this total amount. All right. I'm having some issue. This Claire's question. I'm having some issue with list view, especially. I go with CodeX. Do you have a video about using a CodeX in a list view? I mean, my widgets are not updating even if there's an OBX. See, when your widget is not updating, if you're talking about that, then it's something in your code. If you say that there's some like glitch in your list view, then we can talk about like performance, optimizing the image if you have on all this thing. But if you're saying that it's not updating, then it's something that the OBX doesn't really have the proper controller access. You may be wrapping the entire page inside CodeX, something like that. So it's, I think it's more about your coding, how you have structured that. And if you have any doubt in the coding, and if you want like community to take a look on that, or if you want me to take a look on that, you can go ahead and join the Discord server, and you can post your entire code in the form of image, or like you can paste the directly code over there. But do one thing, don't post files or stuff like that which makes other to do their extra job. Like, don't make it hard on someone else to do their job, do your job. So make it simple, tell what is not working, what exception you're getting, and on Discord you will get help for sure. So join Discord channel for CodeX, of course, and we can have a look on your code. All right, so plenty more questions. Doing simple tutorial on Flutter widgets step by step really helps a lot. So I'm pleading you do such video like that text fill explanation video you did. Thank you so much Xsoft Original for watching my text fill widget. You know, to be honest, it's more difficult to produce videos where a lot of animation, a lot of visual things are happening, but I understand that it's really good on the user side. When you're watching that video, it's really helpful to understand all the properties, everything, and you're not wasting any time. I accept that, but for that I need you know, a little bit extra time. I have to put extra time for that. And of course, if you guys are liking, if you guys are giving good response on the video in terms of comments, in terms of likes, then I'm gonna do more of such videos. My videos totally been like, what is the response of the audience, and what is the current you know, situation, like what is the current topic, and what is the response of the audience on my particular video. So depending on that, I create more of such videos, right? So make sure to respond on that video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and write down in the comment section so that it gets higher ranked and I create more videos of such sort. All right, so Vishwajit Vaichal, thank you so much for joining the live stream. Big round of applause for you. Currently I switched to Flutter 2. His question: but when I run my previous app, then it's showing dependency conflicts for many plugins. I have changed their version to any, but still problem didn't solve. See, I understand that Flutter has announced 2, but you should not upgrade on the same date, or not even in the week, or probably not in the first month, like yeah, probably we can say that first month also. If you are on a production environment, if your application is big, you're working for organization and something new comes up, so take this as an advice. Never upgrade on the same day, never upgrade in at least 2 weeks. Just give it a cooldown of 2 weeks period, because when upgrade happens, Of course, Flutter team, they have taken a lot of care on their side, creating their toolkit perfect. But a lot of package which you are using, that is developed by other developers like you and me. So they may not have that much time to update their package well in time. They may be like updating in couple of days, a couple of weeks. So just give it a little bit of time. Of course, all the important packages which you are relying on will be updated on time. So if you are deciding some package, if you are adding some package in your project, so make sure that package is active, they are updating it actively, and to be on safer side, just take a couple of weeks and then upgrade. So that is for a production ready application, like don't migrate. And if you are someone like who just want to try out the new feature for their personal use, so go ahead and do that and be a part of the change, be a part of reporting bugs. And yes, that's how things works. And regarding the question of dependency, so let me tell you, I have a couple of projects which I migrated to Flutter 2, but I didn't get any issue because I didn't do Flutter upgrade in what I'm saying. I didn't do the null safety update, right? So that is something which really breaks on the package side. If your package is not moved to the null safety, then you're gonna get a lot of issues. Your project will not compile because of the null safety, and you have to wait until the package is updated. So don't run null safety as of now, or there's a like they have released this full video where they talk about how to do null safety checks first, how to check out which part of your application is breaking, which package does support null safety, which package doesn't support. So you have to go through that check first and then only upgrade. So I hope that answers your question. Next in the list we have how to pronounce Amtkan Boskrut. Thank you for all information. Thank you so much for writing your lovely feedback. I really appreciate that someone gives a thanks note or someone gives a feedback. How is it going? So that's really motivating. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a next question real quick. Write down in the comment section how you're feeling about this live stream. I really need change the look and feel, because right now on this side I can see that it's too moody, like this blue and orange is giving too harsh lights. So I need to make it a little bit soft, maybe in future videos. I'm still waiting for you guys' response. How do you like this stream setup? After that I'm gonna take a couple of more questions and we'll keep this live stream short and simple. So 24 minutes passed and a couple of more minutes, like we'll wrap up in 30-40 minutes depending on the questions we get. So Keval Gadia, welcome to the house. Bro, please make a full app of e-commerce with the help of CodeX. Thank you so much for the suggestion, but that's a big work and I'll take a little bit of time, but I'll do that. That's a really good suggestion. Chamika Perez is asking, any package you recommend for mobile database? If you're using CodeX, then you can use the CodeX data storage, and it works in the term of like key value pair store. So you can store any information in the form of key value that will work for you out of the box. And if you're not using CodeX, then go ahead with Rive. Rive is really a cool data system that also works on the same concept. Altaf Chaudhary is asking, I have recently made a Flutter package called CSS Picker. Please give your suggestion and it's open to contribute. Thank you so much, Altaf Chaudhary, for contributing to the community. And it's really nice to have someone contribute and share their information, share their part of work to the community in form of package, in the form of GitHub repo and all those information. It really helps to grow the community. Thank you so much. I will have a look. If you want, you can share the link in the Discord channel. Everyone will have a look on that and we can share initial review as well. Okay, Atul is saying this lighting is good, feels that vibe. Thank you so much. I have the first review about the setup. A big round of applause, but I'm not gonna switch this time, because if I switch, this live chat which you see over here is going to go away. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't know why. Generally when I press this tilde key, the clap sound was coming, but today it's not. So it's just another hard day on me, but fine. Next we have Vishwajit Vaishal, who's saying lighting are good, awesome. For setup I give 5-star rating. Thank you so much, a big thumbs up for you. Shukla is asking, hey, hello sir, how are, just a second, let me check how many comments we have pending. Yeah, just a couple of them and we can wrap up. So Shukala, sorry, it's not Shukla, I've been pronouncing that name wrongly. Shukala is saying, you are my best Flutter instructor in YouTube. I want to say a thing. I have an idea and want to build in Flutter. I know Flutter is so basic. What should I do and the process to follow? So Shukala, or Shukla if you pronounce in Indian way, what you really need to do is you have to start with a basic simple idea of application. You create something really basic. You just take user first name and on button click, you just say hello to them, like that you start. So this is how what will happen. You will come to know a lot of things, like how button on press event works, how any event works, how you can write event, how you can take user input, how you can read it with the edit controller, and all those stuff you're gonna understand. Then you can create something simple like list view. You are adding 1, 2, 3 names like that. Just accept the input, click add and put it in the list view. So like start with the simple and grow gradually so that you understand things, how it works, instead of watching the complete like from beginning. If you're watching some speed code, that is good if you are advanced, at advanced level. But if you are a beginner, I'll recommend you to go ahead and start with chunks. Okay, about the stream, we have another review about the setup. I think left side of the screen is wasted. Okay, left side means this side, left, this is my left by the way. Okay, area which shows recent followers. Yep, the left side. Okay, I got it. You could show that list in the bottom of the screen. Nice suggestion though. So I'll put that in the bottom, that moving murky effect, and this part I can use for clapping or something. Basically I have planned a clap and all those notifications which come in the live stream in this section, which you can see on top of the subscriber count. Sorry, the subscriber feed. But somehow my shortcut is not working today and I cannot really generate those alerts. All right, so let's take a few more comments and then we're gonna wrap up. Guys, if you have any question, this is the time, go ahead and write it down. Lottie Lone is asking, would you please do a Google sign with Firebase in Flutter, please? Lottie Lon, let me accept this thing that from couple of months I'm promising that I will start a series on Firebase integration where I'll talk about social media, social integration, social login, and I'll talk about data storage and all those things. But honestly, I'm not getting time to create a real-time scenario for that, to create an application for that, and like a full-fledged application which covers all those things. But soon, inshallah, I'm going to do that. So keep your support, keep the subscription on. I'm going to do that video really soon. Okay, so Xsoft is saying, thank you so much for your explanation. I really feels upgraded anytime I watch your video. Hoping to get soon premium lessons. Thank you so much. If you want that extra premium video, you have to go to the channel and take membership. It costs really less, and in return I'm giving you a lot of things in terms of like if the custom emoji, the extra video, members only post, and a lot of polls as well. And there's a Discord channel based only for members, so you can join that channel. You can ask question anytime. So there's a lot of perks for that. Go ahead and join the channel, CodeX. Okay, the Scaler is saying, we love Indian YouTube tutorials, especially the Flutter ones. Thank you for effort. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for that. Raghav Shukla, please tell about Go and Flutter. What is Go? Am I missing something? Am I outdated? What is Go? Is it a new platform? So with Go, you mean MongoDB? Okay, how can I use MongoDB with Flutter? It's gonna work the same way. You're not gonna store the key and the connection with this thing. You have to create APIs for that to access the MongoDB database. Go programming language? Seriously, Shiva, I'm not aware of that. I think I'm a little outdated on that. Okay. So it will work just like another database. You don't have to communicate to the DB directly. You're gonna use it as an interface. Oh, seriously, I was not aware. Golang. Thank you so much, guys. So this is the fun part, like something which I'm not aware. You guys can inform me, and because it's a community, right? So if I'm not good in backend, you guys can inform me on the backend. Like we can learn from each other. So don't forget to join the Discord community where you can ask your question, you can put your suggestion, you can put your information. If you have videos on that topic, if you have some information which you want to convey to the other developers, go ahead and join the Discord channel, and you can share your knowledge there as well. Lottie Lone is saying the way you explain Flutter is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate my viewers who gives me feedback, either good or bad. So I'm not biased. I'll not only appreciate if you're giving me good feedback, even if you give bad feedback, that's fine, because that really improves me. And I remember one of my video, I was switching from iPad when I was I think I was explaining the block pattern, and I was switching between the iPad and the normal my camera. So that switch was so abrupt that it was disturbing in the learning process. So a lot of people have written the comment that I should not do it, and I took it positive. Like I understood that, yeah, that was too much. While switching, it was making some noise and my voice was getting low. So any suggestion, any feedback is appreciated. Thank you so much for that. All right, so Girish is asking, which mic are you using? So this is Maono AU04. I'll write in the comment section if you're gonna buy Maono, and it's also there in the description, so you can go ahead and check that out. I have put it affiliate link, so if you buy from that link, I'm gonna get some part of it, right? Maono AU 104, I think. Yeah, you can go ahead and check the description for that, but it's from company Maono, right? Arinovix is saying, why to Shibani? I can't understand. This is something else. Okay, if anybody can translate that to English, Arinovix, what he's saying. Let's take another comment. And guys, I think we should wrap the live stream now, and maybe I'll come up with a new video this week by Wednesday or Thursday, where I'll talk about the new Flutter null safety, how you're gonna make your application null safe, and how does it really work, what does it mean, what it's gonna do automatically, what you have to take care. So all those things I'm gonna talk in my video about the null safety and what the best practice is. So make sure to subscribe the channel if you haven't already, and like this video also. Xsoft is asking, can you please explain how to fix my ADB error when opening my emulator? It's been long that I have been getting such errors of connection issues with simulators, with devices. Now things work really well for me. So sorry, I can't help you on that. But yes, try to Google it out. You will find some issue. Try to put the specific error. If you're getting some error code, you will find good suggestion, and in worst case, try changing cable as well, because sometimes it happens. Like that is what I'm saying, trying to say that it was the old story when we used to face issues like connection issues, like the ID is not working, but nowadays everything works smooth, or maybe because it's because of my Mac. I don't really know. WebRTC with Flutter, Raghav Shukla. WebRTC, video calling and all those things, great topic, but for such things we have to work as a community. We have to create an open source Git project where everybody can contribute. The like-minded people can connect, and they can develop a project with WebRTC, because that is something not one-handed. I cannot do that out of my office hours. Yeah, but if we plan, if we discuss that, if it works well, we can create an open source GitHub project, and we can work on WebRTC or anything like OpenCV or any platform. Muhammad Azam says, please create a series on wallpaper app. Seriously? CodeX and Firebase. Wallpaper app, like you're gonna set a wallpaper from the app, or how it will be? Just can you explain a bit more on that? Om Thakre is saying, can give some step on autocomplete REST API on text field on search list tile. All right, so yeah, search list, if you have your data on the server side and then that experience, okay, let me put in this way. I was just trying to figure out how to put in a proper way. Ideally, this is not recommended. Now you will say that why so? Because user is trying to search something in your application and you're gonna fetch everything on the query based on the typing. It's gonna give you that lag until you are as fast as Google, how they are maintaining their architecture. So that really requires a good architecture. If you're gonna call API on the key press event, it's not gonna work for you. So what you can do, you can add some mechanism like search only after 3 characters. Okay, this is one of the way to minimize the keystroke hit, to minimize the API hits. Then on typing, what you can do is you can put some timer delay. All right, so not on each key press you are gonna call the API, but take a timer of maybe 300 millisecond or 500 millisecond once the user stops typing. Okay, so say for example, I'm saying CodeX videos, so I'll say CodeX, then I'll just wait for couple of millisecond to type the another word, and then just start a countdown timer whenever user presses a key, and then wait for 300 millisecond or 500 millisecond, whatever time you want to wait, and then call the API. So that's how your API calls will be reduced, and that will improve the performance of application as well. So that is my suggestion on searching something live database inside the search box. Make sure you add a starting 3 characters limit. Make sure you put a timer, so once user stops typing, after this period of time you're gonna call the API. So that is what I can say. And yes, Muhammad Azam has clarified something: settings and downloading wallpaper from mobile set as home screen. Yeah, that I think I've never tried such application which can tweak with wallpaper. I don't really know even that is allowable or not, but yes, if it is allowed by the OS, 100% we can create application for that, and that will be really cool application. We can use staggered view to show the wallpapers in a nicely formatted way, and then user can just click and set as wallpaper. So that's a nice idea though. How do you integrate PayU in Flutter? A big question. All right. So Tech Live is asking, make a video on video player. All right, video on video player. So video player, I think there's a package available for that, and that has a simple APIs where you can show the seek bar, where you can show the play, pause, all these buttons. It's quite simple. If you really need that video, let's see if you have enough requests, we can create a video for that as well. Okay, it is allowed by OS. I have created natively for Android. Perfect. So I was just doubting it. I was not sure on that, but if it is allowed by OS, we can create really beautiful application inside Flutter on that, because Flutter is known for its UI. All right, can we ask you a question in Discord? Of course, Lottie, you can ask question to me personally if you really feel that. And if you are asking any general question about Flutter, or in general which can be helpful for others, so go ahead and ask that in general channel. If you have any question related to Flutter specific, go ahead and ask in Flutter channel. And if you want to communicate with me for some reason, like you want to discuss something, then you can ping me as well. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. All right, so thank you so much guys for joining this live stream. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was interactive. You guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that I was not able to give claps and all those shortcuts which I created. Somehow that didn't work, and it's a usual thing for me. Whenever I set up live stream, some or the other thing will break. Either my camera will not work or my shortcut will not work, but somehow I just try to keep it manageable. can you make a video on AR core Flutter? Not AR core, but I'm trying to do something with Firebase, the entire Firebase kit, and a part of that I'll do some, you know, augmented reality as well. Not specifically AR core, but entire Firebase I'm going to plan in my videos. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You've been lovely audience. Thank you so much for the feedbacks as well. And we can connect in the live stream format in weekly basis so that we can ask questions, we can learn from each other. And of course, if you want to learn how to do Flutter null safety thing, how to upgrade your existing project to the Flutter null safety, the sound null safety, and if you want to learn what is the need of that, make sure to subscribe the channel, make sure to hit the like button, because I'm going to make this video in this week. So if not Wednesday or Thursday, by end of the week, I'm gonna put that video. So I'm hoping that you guys will like it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Where is my ending?